Data structure, data infrastructure is rubbish in, rubbish out. Like, it really is that. We spent probably 18, I was gonna say something stronger, but I thought, I'll make sure I tone it down. We spent about 18 months re-looking at all of our data architecture, making sure that everything's in the right place so that it is usable and is interoperable. The work that we've done with you guys and Snowflake and some of our data clean room partnerships wouldn't have been possible without actually having the foundations right. I always think that we tried to put the window boxes on the house before we built the foundations, and that's kind of really what we've been trying to do.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Data Cloud Now. I'm currently in the south of France at Cannes, where I'm now delighted to be joined by Alice Anson, Director of Digital Media at Nectar360. Alice, such a pleasure to sit down with you. Thank you again for making the time.
No, thanks for having me. This is a gorgeous setting. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It is.
Alice, Nectar360 sits at the intersection of loyalty in retail media, a space that's absolutely exploding right now. And you're also sitting on one of the UK's richest sets of loyalty data. How does that change the value you can offer to brands?
Well, thanks for saying that. That's really, really kind of you. So yeah, I think, the concept of everything that we've built over the last over 20 years actually in Nectar360 is how do we create the most connected experiences for our brands with their customers. And the insight that we can get from the data really allows us to do that. So what are their shopping habits? How are they feeling? What's their lifestyle changes that they're going through? And how do we then use that insight to work with our brands to create really connected commerce experiences?
It's wonderful to hear. And as part of Sainsbury, you are growing media revenue while also enhancing the everyday shopping experience. How do you balance the two so advertising adds value for shoppers rather than getting in the way?
For me, they have to do that, right? That is the virtuous circle. If you're introducing frustration into a shopper journey, if you're creating moments where they go, that's really weird, then that's when they're going to start pulling away from you.
Missed it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And like the whole point of loyalty data and everything there is like, I want an exchange with you. Like, I'm giving you the trust to have all of my insight and my data. In exchange for that, I want to get some value out of it. So I think if you keep that at the center, then everything else kind of comes off the back and it feels completely natural and it feels completely great. The other thing that we have done is retail media networks. We can sometimes be magpies. We like lots of shiny new tech. We like collecting things. And actually what we've done over the last kind of 12 months is really look at all the channels and turn some off, which in retail media network speak, like you never turn something off. But we have done that because it's not right for the customer. Therefore, it's not going to return for the brand, and that's not a sustainable business model.
I love that, always staying true to the customer and their best interests. I want to bring things to current day. We're currently at Cannes. Alice, from your seats, what's your primary focus in 2026 and why?
So our primary focus is our platform that we launched last year called Pollen. So it's a unified retail media platform that brings all of the insight in there and creates a seamless journey for brands and agencies to book their campaigns. So that is our focus. We had an event this morning actually where we were talking about the next evolution of that. So actually taking it from hype into proof. So measuring the impact of the campaigns, what's the incrementality we've been able to drive. And then I did a whole section on AI and how we're thinking about that within this space.
Well, actually, that leads perfectly into my next question. As you look out over the next few years, how do you see AI changing the relationship between a retailer's data business and the brands that depend on those insights?
So many different angles here that we could go down, right? So the way that I look at AI within the retail media network is it's how do we remove those frustration points and get better campaigns for customer? How do we collapse that piece between creative and data that is typically been separated and bring it closer together so that we make more impactful campaigns? Then you've got the whole world of agentic commerce and where that's going and actually starting to think through what are the shopper of the future going to want? How do we make sure that we still retain that trust, which I think is going to be increasingly important in an AI world, and show up in a new way and with new experiences for what they expect.
I love that. It's safe to say it's all happening this week in the south of France. Alice, for the executives watching who are eager to continue to differentiate their businesses, what foundational implementation should they be putting in place right now?
Data structure, data infrastructure is rubbish in, rubbish out. Like, it really is that. We spent probably 18, I was going to say something stronger, but I thought, I'll make sure I tone it down. So we spent about 18 months re-looking at all of our data architecture, making sure that everything's in the right place so that it is usable and is interoperable. The work that we've done with you guys and Snowflake and some of our data clean room partnerships wouldn't have been possible without actually having the foundations right. I always think that we tried to put the window boxes on the house before we built the foundations. And that's kind of really what we've been trying to do.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. Alice, such a pleasure. Thank you for joining me here in Cannes.
Thank you.
And for the audience watching, I'm Ryan Green with Data Cloud Now. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.